No. Am I supposed to just see it here? Don't see it.
Yeah, 2 people watching.
They are?
Yeah, we're live.
Oh, I can't see us though.
I just searched Blue Waters.
I don't see us live. Where are they watching from?
They're on YouTube.
Oh, am I in the wrong place?
I don't know, probably. Where are you right now? No, that's on a replay. So this is streaming now direct from OBS. So the only thing is I don't know.
How do I get the live link?
I don't freaking know.
That's good. Well, how did they find us?
I don't know. They're better than us. Oh, look. How are you talking?
How did you guys find us?
How come you're not on Blue Waters channel?
I don't know what. I just went to YouTube. Can you lower that?
Well, I'm trying to make sure the sound quality is chilling.
Blue Waters. I just put in Blue Waters.
No. Why are you searching Google? Go in actual YouTube.
What?
You're searching in Google.
Oh, okay. I understand, but I went to YouTube from Google. How did you find us? You got a YouTube notification? They got a YouTube notification.
Yeah, see, what is the problem?
What did you?
Just type in Blue Waters. That's the name of our company.
It is?
Yeah.
All this time I had no idea.
It's apparent.
Wow. Thank you for telling me.
What's happening, guys?
I
don't like these chairs.
They're fabulous.
We're starting 2 minutes early, just so that we can get sound dialed in, because I had to reconnect everything. It's been a little while since we've done this. Let me put my headphones on. I can't hear jack shizzle. What is happening, guys? Can you hear me? And do I sound weird? Weirder than normal?
I was going to say, you always sound weird.
Quite a comedian, my wife.
Let's see. Let us see. Can they hear us?
I don't know. No one's responding. Normal. Okay, thank you.
Sounds great. Okay. There's no way I'm going to be able to see those comments, so I'm going to watch them here.
Okay.
Go to...
I could probably dial my sound down a little bit.
Hold on. I'm sending out notifications now.
That's fine. We're actually a minute early. I see you, Kathy Dunn, and I heard you. I didn't hear you.
Her?
I mean, I
How
saw
could you
you.
hear her? That's weird.
The sound is fine. Perfect.
Okay, I think I sent notifications out.
Good job. That was Kathy Dunn.
Do you have a punch one?
A punch one?
Yeah.
No, but I have a...
Okay.
That's your jokes.
That's your jokes.
No, nope, not at all. I'm the funny one. You're the pretty one.
Okay. Can you hear me? Testing.
It's 5:30. Let's go.
Testing. I don't feel like I'm in the shot. I'm not in the money shot.
Oh, you're in the money shot, all right.
Oh, they got YouTube notifications. That's
well, yeah,
pretty
because
cool.
they're subscribers.
Oh.
Subs, yo.
That's interesting.
Shout out to our subs.
Okay, I need to get my comments up here. Let's see. Oh, here we go.
Oh, there we are.
Okay, that's better. If I'm looking to the right for comments, because I can't really see these up here.
If I'm looking straight ahead, it's because I'm actually paying attention to you guys.
Oh, we can't look up because I got it. I told you I got a message for looking up.
Yeah, I don't care about that. That's why I don't run customer service.
It wasn't customer service. It was a DM. She slid in my DMs.
I don't let any woman slide into my DMs.
Better not.
I wouldn't know where to find them.
I told you, Zinc.
Oh my God, I got done.
Yes.
Okay, you're
Hubby approved. Yes, I knew it.
Blowing out my eardrums.
I knew he was gonna love it. Yes. Yes. I love to hear that. I knew it. I felt strongly on that one.
Okay.
Love
so can we get on with it?
that. Okay. Hold on. We have to wait for everybody to come on. I just sent it. They didn't even get the notification yet.
Well, they snoozy, they losey.
No. You have to wait. Some people aren't subscribed.
Well, you should subscribe. I don't even know what that does. No, apparently you get a
I don't know
notification
how
from
to
YouTube.
subscribe.
Yeah, you didn't even know how to find us. She was Googling us. She wasn't even in YouTube.
I don't go on YouTube.
She was on LinkedIn, hoping that somebody came up.
Oh, Lori said she can watch this on her TV.
Oh, that's amazing.
Oh, because you have like a YouTube on like a smart TV?
On a smart TV. Yes.
Shut up, my allergies.
I didn't take my Zyrtec
cool.
today.
That's cool. All right, we'll wait a few seconds because did you get any notifications?
Wait, I thought how come you? She has 2 laptops and
this is your
a
laptop.
phone.
Do you want it?
Well, I'm just saying I could set up right here.
What was that?
I don't know. Hello?
Is that your stupid stock thing going?
Here's an answer from Language Tools.
No, it's from my phone. I
Oh.
mean my my watch.
Oh, okay. Hold on. All right, hold on. Let me see.
I would like something
No, we didn't
right
get a text
here.
yet. Did you get a text yet? Did you guys get a text yet? No, we didn't get the text. Yeah, so they might not where to go. I hope the text.
I should probably.
I don't know if I actually sent the text, to be honest now.
You know what? I'm going to turn this TV on real quick because I feel like I want to see down there as well.
Okay.
Because I don't like looking up, but I feel like looking like this is a little more natural.
I don't think we got a text alert. Hold on, because nobody's going to know where to go. Just give them a second.
Okay.
Hold on.
All right. I'm going to be, while we're just jerking around here, I'm going to be 2
What's
seconds.
the date today?
The 26th? 25th.
Oh, I was like, well, that'd be why, because I sent it on the 25th. Let's see. Oh, wait, there's a problem. Hold on.
I don't think that actually. It just takes a little while. The new one is jacked up. I don't know.
The new text set?
It's just
Yeah,
not
it's
great.
so weird. It says to go out at 5:30, but it didn't go out. Nobody got a text alert, right? Nobody's going to know where to find us. I have no idea if I did this right, to be honest. I have no idea if I did this right. Did you get a text? You only got the app. Yeah, I don't think I did this right. It still says scheduled. Oh, wait, it says sent.
Yeah, it takes a little while.
Yeah, okay, that's 4 minutes late. Okay, it says sent. You should be getting it in a second. So we'll wait, because this way people know where to go.
Okay, why are we frozen to where I don't see me?
We're frozen? Oh, we are frozen. Oh, no.
Why is that? That's not frustrating at all. Cripes.
Can you hear us? Can you hear? This will all be edited out when you watch it for real. Frozen. Can you hear though? Can we hear? I don't know if they can even hear us. Oh, they can hear us, babe. I still didn't get a text alert. That is so weird. Oh, you got, did you, oh. There I am. Did you get a text alert? Yes? Okay. You did get a text alert? Yeah, I did not get a text alert. Hold on. We're just trying. We're back. Okay, hold on.
All right. I don't know why it does that. Every now and then.
Oh, no text yet. What the heck is wrong with this thing? It says sent. All right, hold on. I just want to wait for the text because people don't know where to find us. Sorry.
I can't like shimmy in here.
Because your butt is big.
Your head is small.
Did you say my head is small?
Yeah.
All right, hold on. Really, D-Nice? She hasn't got text in ages. What in the actual what? Oh, yay, Nikki.
Yeah, it definitely helps to follow us.
Well, we're gonna send. I sent the link in the text, but the text isn't sending, so I think I did it wrong. Lindsay said she's gonna try.
You can't see or hear us. How is that possible?
Natalie Walker can't see or hear,
What?
but she's commenting.
Yeah, something doesn't.
Go out and come back in. That's
Yeah.
the only answer I have. Okay.
Okay.
Yeah, I don't think the text isn't here yet.
I
Hold
will
on.
say, and I've said this the past couple of times, we will continue.
My sound is low. Wow, if I sound low, that's crazy.
How about that?
How about now? Can you hear me now? How about now?
I think I dialed you down a little bit when you were yelling before.
Good?
Good.
Yes?
I trust Ginny.
Still no text. What
Okay.
in the actual... Babe, you have to wait. We can't start. The text has the link. People aren't going to know where the hell we are. Let me see if Lynn sent it.
So,
Hold on. Hold on. Oh, please.
my cup is in the video here. This is
Yeah,
my
so get it
master's
out.
cup. Why? It's like this thing is like
It's
one of
an
my favorite things
eyesore.
on the planet.
Oh, I know it is. That's all you use. Uses nothing else.
I have like 6 of these. When you go to the Masters, the famous golf tournament, they the cool thing they do there is everything is like super inexpensive. Like the prices that they were in like the 60s. So like a
Thank
beer
you,
is
Ginger
like
Rogers.
$2. Soda's like $1. It's super
She
cool.
said, I finally found you. Yeah, this is the problem. Okay, she said it's sending. Okay, hold on. Yeah, see, people can't find us.
Do you know that while we're waiting, Ginger Rogers is a character from some movie back in the day?
Yes.
I had no idea.
She's an old actress. That's where I think I got the name from.
Yeah, I thought you just made it up.
I mean, I kind of did, but that was
Not
in my head
really.
because she was one of my favorite actresses.
Right,
She was. She did.
Like Gone with the Wind or something.
No, Singing in the Rain.
Same thing. I'm just saying that
The text. Yes. Okay.
I just realized.
Apparently, I'm an idiot. Oh no! It says Lissa on Blue Wall. Oh no! I just got Lissa on BWN text. Oh no! Now I got the. Okay, here we go. Wow. What
Anyway.
the hell? That was so weird.
We're hiring for a technical director. Somebody knows how to use
Okay.
all this crap.
Yeah, I think that's why I started calling her that because Ginger Rogers is one of my favorite. Fred Astaire and Ginger Rogers.
Oh, okay.
One of my favorite like dancing duos.
Oh, wow.
And then her original name was the Ginger Project or something. So then I was like, Ginger Rogers. I don't even know who her real name was.
Okay.
There's the story.
Yeah, D-Nice, that
See?
would not have
Fred
registered
Astaire's dance
for me.
partner. See?
Yeah,
Thank you,
there's
D-Nice.
0% chance of me knowing
He would
that.
never know that. I should make him watch those movies. Those
Oh,
are the
yeah.
best movies ever.
Yeah, make me watch movies.
I used to watch them every Saturday.
Sounds cool.
All right,
Anyway.
so I think we're good now.
Awesome.
Okay. All right. So, anyone's first time here? I know it's a weird time. We do these a little bit earlier. I know it's hard for everybody to watch this time, but because we have live sales at night, we have to do it. Are you okay? What? You have to go carry him downstairs. I'm not carrying him down.
Why do you...
What do you need to go
Oh,
downstairs
he's
for?
good. He just
You're
gave
okay?
a thumbs up. He's good. Okay,
No,
cool.
he's going to crawl down the stairs.
He's not going to crawl.
Yes, he will. He's going to.
No, he just said...
Yeah,
Look,
watch.
he's go-
No, he's gonna. Can you just go? Dad's coming.
Okay.
Sorry, guys. G sprained his ankle, and he's on crutches, so he needs to go downstairs. So Guy has to carry him, because I'm not. I was at Urgent Care all day. That was fun. That was so fun. But yeah, we do it so that you can watch it. You can watch the replay later if you would like, or you can watch it live. It's nice live. If you watch it live, we can answer your questions. I like seeing the comments. But anyway, is he okay? Oh, for the love. Okay. All right. So he's bored.
Yeah, me too.
Okay, so anyway, he's fine. No big deal. It's every other week. It's a soccer injury. It's so much fun. This is the live room. Yep, the same live room we go live from. Okay, so if you've never been here, Guy and I, we haven't done it in a while. I've been traveling a lot. We both have. He's trying to go by himself. I can't wait till he falls and hurts his other foot.
That's not nice.
Okay.
Well, I guess he's gonna learn. I don't know.
Okay, he's just gonna crawl down the
I
stairs.
just went in there.
All right, just leave him.
It's not broken.
I know I told you, Nikki May. I told you. Okay, so anyway, today's topic, we usually do a topic. And today's topic.
Did you see what this is? This is Deep End. It's a podcast. We try to do it once a week. Is that all that?
Sure.
Okay.
Yeah.
There you go. Next.
Okay. Is comfort versus growth. So this is where Guy and I are very different. I like comfort. My husband likes growth. He is one that he's just like, oh, don't worry about it. We'll just figure it out. And I'm like, no, I'm going to stay right here where it's safe. So, where, most of the time I'm wrong and I need to venture out. But that's what we're going to talk about. We're going to talk about how, we're both different in that way and how we do staying comfortable isn't actually always good.
And you can't be a lunatic either, though. So there's
we're
there's
not
a good,
telling you
right.
don't go jump off a cliff or anything.
Well, I wasn't really going there, but
So
no, my point was I think generally speaking we balance each other out quite well, and hopefully, I think we need some balance, right? That's what I'm saying.
So I'll start with
That's
my
take.
I'll start with my life and how I got here. So most people feel stuck, and they're not necessarily stuck. They're just comfortable because they can't grow or they don't want to grow. They're just stuck where they are. So, because comfort feels predictable, safe, and you don't have to be challenged. So me growing up, my life was very, very unpredictable, which you can see where I'm going with this. And I moved like 17 times in 15 years when I was a kid. No, we weren't in the military at all. My parents were entrepreneurs and opened businesses, and they loved to, see new places. And so we moved a lot. So I never had any stability in my life. I wasn't at one school. I didn't have any friends because I would get up, we moved to the next school. And then, I'd be at a school for 6 months and we go to another one. So as I got older, I craved stability and comfort. Does that make sense? I'm sure a lot of you relate. Because my childhood was so unpredictable, I didn't really know where we were going to be next, what my next school is going to be, I did not have a normal childhood. Guy, on the other hand, had a very normal childhood. Stayed in one house his whole life, went to the same school, had friends for years and years and years, still has friends from high school. That was not my childhood. So when it came to my life, I had a very hard time venturing out. I am the oldest, yes. Had a very hard time venturing out into the unknown, into something that was unpredictable. If I didn't know what the result was, I like to plan it. Where Guy has no problem whatsoever. Well, let's just try it. We'll figure it out. I'm like, well, what if it goes wrong? He's like, then we'll figure it out. And that would drive me insane. So that kind of trickled over into our business. Every time we took a step, and a lot of you were with us taking a step, we started LuLaRoe. That was a big step for me. Going from LuLaRoe to our own app, that was the scariest thing I ever did because LuLaRoe was comfortable. But I always say if I stayed at LuLaRoe, we would not be here where we are now.
Absolutely not.
Do you have anything to add to that?
No, yeah. So a couple things. I mean, I would actually like to not go. I mean, it's clearly a big part of our story. I don't necessarily know, and in my mind, wasn't necessarily framing it from a business perspective. because I think as far as, taking chances, getting comfortable, it can happen in all aspects of life, not just, leading to us and blue waters and everything else. So I agree with you. The one thing I would say is, at least for me, yes, I had not, again, probably a common upbringing. It wasn't, I don't know what normal is, right?
But you had a routine,
Yes.
a safe space,
Yeah, absolutely.
predictability.
I had predictability.
Yeah.
Yes. My family, we went on, 2 vacations a year, and my dad was a police officer. My mom worked at the post office. So both government employees, they worked 40 hours a week and, different shifts and things like that, of course. But yeah, no, I mean, we didn't live in the same, we lived in 2 houses, but a very, normal, I don't want to say predictable, but there was a clear path for, we went to the same school, and then we went to college, and then, my parents retired, and they're still retired today, living the best life. So, but yeah, so it followed, I'll say, a very typical path, especially for the time period in which we grew up. It's probably, we ate dinner together every single night. Like we always went on vacations, but my parents never really were away traveling or anything like that. It was, we all had jobs early. I started working early. I think that kind of covers it, but.
So I have a few notes I wrote down.
I have no notes.
Okay.
Shocking.
Comfort can quietly become life on autopilot. So if you are used to that comfort, living the same way, being the same, you're just on autopilot every day and you're not challenging yourself. Now, I saw a comment saying we moved around a lot too, but you find yourself being restless. So within my daily life, I need change. Like I can't, like my bedroom, I have to change up every year. I change around my couches, or like that stuff. I need change constantly, but really big decisions scare the hell out of me. Like I like this, if I stay somewhere and it's going fine, I find no reason to change it because it feels stable to me and I don't want to lose the stability. Although again, I say that if I did that, I would have married Guy. I wouldn't have started a business. I wouldn't have moved up in the business. I wouldn't have done all that. I have to say, though, I probably couldn't have done all, especially in the business aspect or where I am in my life. I couldn't have done any of that without Guy. He does push me. He does push me because I do tend to stay where it's safe. And that's not always good.
And I would disagree with that, though. Respectfully, because I think there's a couple things that you don't, in certain things, right, they seem safe, but let me tell you something, Shan says, I'll always, push the envelope or make big decisions and things like that. I think the biggest thing, so to me, whether you're going to start a business or make an investment or move somewhere, those things are nothing's final. Nothing's the end of the world, even if it's terrible. There's very few things in this life that can't be undone or redone. And even if you make a good decision, it's probably not going to last forever. So
it feels like forever to me.
Right.
Though.
But what I was going to say was, but some things that picking a spouse or a mate for the rest of your life is one of the biggest, craziest decisions imaginable. Having a child, starting a family, those are the craziest, biggest decisions imaginable. There's no turning back, right? And you have a responsibility forever, the most important responsibility. So, things like that, though, you've done over, you know what I mean? Like, so I guess what I'm saying is in looking at it that way, everything else is kind of like, all right, is it really that big a deal? You know what I mean? But that's the stuff that scares you more because you're more comfortable being like you. I would hope you haven't questioned whether or not we should be parents or
no.
You know what I mean?
No. I never questioned if I should be a parent. That was an easy decision for me.
But so much bigger.
I think it's most of the decisions that I'm insecure in. Also, I think that's even scarier. Boss says yes. Denise. D nice. I also thrive in change. Once I start it and dive in, I thrive in it. It's getting me to dive in without being super anxious because my mind always goes to this is the worst that could happen. You know, it's always, well, if I do this, what is the absolute worst that could happen? I don't want to deal with that. I'm good where I am. I'm comfortable. I don't think, oh, because for me, thinking all of these good things could happen, then I have fear of disappointment.
I understand that. For me, regret by not trying something or doing something is far heavier.
See, and that's how we're different.
It's far heavier.
That's how we're different. And thank God we're different in that way. Otherwise, we'd both be stuck.
Right. And listen, and it could be just as you were talking about, like, you moved around a lot as a child, and you were, you know, it was, you know, so you were looking for that sort of, that place of grounding or something, and to not have the constant change, right? So it's quite possible that, you know, because I had, like I said, a very, you know, common or typical, and I had a fantastic childhood growing up. I'm not to say otherwise, but I'm saying, but perhaps, and I have no idea, you know, like I said, my parents both work for the government. So it is highly possible that, you know, to me, it was always very scary to say, okay, the best you could, like, I've never worried about, oh no, I'll be jobless and I won't have any money. It was always,
And I do.
right. So it was always, okay, so you're telling me, like if I was, my family was teachers as well. That was the path they chose. They love it. They have a great life. But what I'm saying for me, it was, okay, so you're telling me I can only make this much and we all make the same? Like, that's something that gives me anxiety. I would, like, that is a more stressful scenario to me, where most people, I think, would find comfort in that. That's why they choose these career paths, also because it's their calling or whatever.
I would find comfort in that.
Right. And if I said, and whatever the number is, it doesn't matter. And I'm not even necessarily about salary, but if, okay, you're going to go to this place every day for the next 30 years. To me, that sounds like a prison.
So to
right?
me, it doesn't.
Right. So I'm just saying, it just goes to show how, you know, there's no right answer, there's no wrong answer, but I think there's
it's
there's
challenging yourself. Because I know for me, like this business is not consistent in any way, shape, or form. You have no idea day to day what's going to happen. No clue. So every day I deal with inconsistency. And it's so funny, like, Guy has said to me one time, he's like, would you just rather just go get a 9 to 5 and just know you know, how much you're making every week? And I said, yes.
And you can do that.
But I would lose the fulfillment I get from this business. I have more fulfillment here than I would. I know myself because, you know, we created this. And I love everything about it, but the lack of consistency scares me. But the lack of consistency has also grown me. You guys have all seen it. I know you guys that have been with me for 6, 7, 8 years, you see a difference in me from 6, 7, 8 years ago. I'm sure you can. So because of this business, I have grown as a person, where if I was just stayed comfortable, let's say just selling LuLaRoe, people still sell it. Number one, I wouldn't be as successful. Number two, I would still be in my comfortable state, and I probably never would have changed to the woman I am now.
Right. I think you probably, and I don't want to speak for you, but I think you as much as you say, you know, and feel like you want comfort, you want stability, I think there's probably, you're perpetually in battle with yourself, because you also want to be the best you want to be the best parent, you want to be the best spouse.
I always want to be the best.
Right? I mean, you would still be in your first marriage, and we wouldn't have ever met if you were just going to mail it in, right? I mean, and
but I did stay in my first marriage for 12 years because I was scared.
Oh, I thought you were just waiting for me to turn legal because you're so much. No,
I swear. Give me a button.
They're not all good ones. That one wasn't terrible though.
You're an idiot. Anyway, I did stay in a very bad marriage for a very long time because I don't want to use the word comfortable because it wasn't comfortable. It wasn't a good marriage, because to leave with no job, no money, nothing. Absolutely. When I say nothing, I say nothing. No house, no job, no car, no nothing. To leave was really uncomfortable. So I just stayed for 10, 12 years. I mean, I had issues with the marriage the night before I got married. So I stayed in a marriage for 12 years. There was never a good time because it was comfortable, and it was the unpredictability of leaving scared me more.
And I think there's the unpredictability, but there's also, for a fact, if you quit your job.
Correct, Denise. She said even the negative was certain. Correct.
Right. But if you you quit your job, or you leave your spouse, or you decide to have a child, any of these big life changes, for a fact. I mean, there's the unknown, but you also know, listen, there's going to be a year, 18 months, who knows? There's going to be discomfort.
There
right?
was a lot of discomfort.
So you have to know.
It was rough.
Right. So I'm saying, my point being is, I don't want to talk out of two sides of my mouth. So as much as it's like, oh, the unknown, right. But okay, you have a child, you start a family. Yo, those first 6 months, oof, they're tough. You don't sleep. It's brutal. I mean, I had the easier job, but it's not completely unfounded, I think. But you also have to understand, if you choose to get married, and that's scary, or you choose to find somebody new or whatever, or leave a job, that there is going to be that discomfort. But you also have to, I guess, where for me was always have the confidence that whatever that period is, it will end, and you're going to come out on the other side. And I think that's more of a mental state than just your own abilities.
I sometimes don't see the end.
Right.
Guy sees the end. I don't know how he does, but he does. He sees the end. He knows there's going to be an end. I don't see an end. So when I try something new, I sometimes don't see the end. What does happen, and I think we all need to know this when we're uncomfortable in a situation, is that situation then becomes the new comfortable. So I was, I left my husband. I was a single mom, 3 kids. It was really rough.
Scary as shit.
It's horrible years of my life.
And here you are.
Well, yeah, but that became the new comfortable. And I was like, okay, I can do this. This is now my life. And then I was living in that comfort. And then I met Guy, and I was like, oh no, I can't do that.
Right.
No way.
Fear.
No way. I was terrified. I pulled away from him. He tried and tried and tried for months. I'm like, I'm not doing that. I'm comfortable now being a single mom. I'm staying here. And then if I didn't take that leap, this wouldn't have happened.
I think I'm just too dumb to be scared, because I just really wasn't scared. And I've said this before, ignorance is bliss. I had no idea you're going to have stepkids. I'm like, yeah, so who cares? Yeah, it's crazy. I just didn't know what the hell I was getting into. I think that's part of it often, right?
Exactly, Ashley. I knew what to expect because I grew up not knowing what to expect every day. I woke up and didn't know what the day was going to hold. Are we getting up and leaving? Are we staying? Am I going to a new school? I didn't know what every day held. Now I know when I'm in my comfortable situation, I know what every day holds. Moving from LuLaRoe to the app. LuLaRoe, I knew every day what was going to happen. I knew we ordered inventory, it comes in, we sell it, we order inventory, it comes in, it launches. I knew. Then moving to the app, I'm like, oh, Lord, all these new clothes. Anybody going to buy these? Okay, then that was great. The app, we got it. And then we're like, you know what? We're going to now leave comments sold, and we're going to make our own app. And I'm like, oh, wow. But then that became comfortable. But then the app became too comfortable. We're like, now we're just stuck here. We're stagnant. We need to get out into the entire world. And then we started TikTok, and then we became huge on TikTok. And then if I stayed at LuLaRoe, even not if I stayed at LuLaRoe, before I even started LuLaRoe, I was a stay-at-home mom that ran a construction company with Guy. We ran a construction company. I mean, I can't even think of myself. If I was still doing that, I would be very unhappy.
Of course.
But then I was happy.
All right,
I thought I was happy.
let me ask you this, a little exercise. So if you could know exactly what each day held for the rest of your life, would you take that opportunity?
No, that scares me too.
That's what I'm saying. So the best parts are the unknowns, right? It's like no matter how great something is, and I say this about not to keep going back to work, but like if you have a job, and I've been fortunate in my life, I've had a job with a great salary, I was an executive, and it's like, but no matter what that salary is, and I always use salary as a good example, it's like this is amazing, right? You get a new job, you got a big raise, this is amazing. 3 weeks in, who gives a shit about that? You can't even think about it anymore. All you know is, oh my God, Bob around the corner is so annoying. He does that thing with his nose when he goes to the copying machine. My boss is a pain in the neck. I got all this work to do. You're like, you have to. There's no like. I think sitting in one spot is not always all it's cracked up to be.
Yeah.
I mean, unless you're living heaven on earth and you just had the best life ever, that's amazing. But I think those unknowns, even if they cause discomfort, that's where the excitement is. That's where you find those opportunities that you never thought of. If you knew it was coming, it wouldn't be as enjoyable.
Deb, are you asking me, am I happy? I can say, so that's a loaded question. And if we're going to get a little deep, we're going to get a little
Might
deep.
as well. We're in the deep end.
We're going to get deep. Okay.
I'll give my answer afterwards.
So,
I don't know if you asked me about it.
So with Guy, I have always been happy. Always. I've always been happy. There was no unhappiness there. Even arguments, whatever. With Guy, I was always been happy. With my kids, yes, always been happy. If you're talking about me, myself, no. I have not always been happy. And I will say in the last 3-4 months, 5 months, 6 months, 3-4 months.
Finish the thought.
I would say in the last, and this is going to shock a lot of you, I would say in the last 3-4 months, I can say in myself, finally, I am happy.
Oh.
First time I can say that in forever.
I think that's awesome.
Yeah. So there were things in my life that I was happy, but me, myself, in me, I was never really happy because I didn't like the person I was. A big people pleaser, worrying about what people think about me, not having boundaries, being a doormat, afraid of change, not liking where I was in my business, not liking some of the things I do. And a few months ago, I realized, and therapy helps. I've been to therapy. I realized I have to put myself and my family first, which I've told you guys, and I need to do in my business what I enjoy to do. And that's why we recently have changed. We're doing what I love to do most, community, and I love live selling on TikTok. I have the most fun there. It's so amazing. I don't have to worry about fulfillment. I don't have to worry about the warehouse and customer service, and that drained me every single day, and it made me unhappy. Doing what I do now, being able to concentrate on community, not worry about anything else, and be the shopaholic I love to be, makes me happy. Also, not being free of people's opinions, I am now happy. Not worrying about what people think about me, not being a doormat. I have the ability now to say no. That makes me happy. Those are all things I was comfortable in. I was comfortable saying yes to everyone. I was comfortable being a doormat. I was comfortable worried about everyone's opinions. I was comfortable in feeling depressed when people talked bad about me. It would put me in a black hole, and I was comfortable there. So now that I have pulled myself out of all that, now, Deb, your loaded question, I can say I am happy. First time in 52 years.
That's amazing.
Yeah. And Guy would say to me all the time, "Are you happy?" I mean, he would always ask me, right?
Yeah.
"Are you happy?" And I'd be like, "Yeah. I mean, I'm happy with you. I'm happy with the kids." But deep down, I'm like, no, I'm not happy with myself. I'm not happy with myself. Thank you, Angie. Thank you.
I think that was a good answer. So before I would like to answer the question as well. I'm going to phrase it a little differently, but before I say that, I think it's important to take from this. Shanna and I both come from a very biased view, so I don't want the message received from you guys is to say, quit your job, leave your boyfriend or girlfriend, go, throw caution to the wind. Absolutely not.
No.
I think what I'm saying is anyway, I again, if I ask my dad, like you went to the same job every day for 25 years as a cop. It was the best time of his life.
Yes, he was very happy.
I mean, it was the most stressful time and he got it was crazy, right? But
if you're happy where you
right,
are.
Right. So what I'm saying is if you're happy doing the same thing every day,
then you're good.
Then you're good. Really what I think my message or our message is, or what I want it to be is if you feel like you're being held in check by fear from trying something that you really know in your heart you would want to try, and on your last day on this planet, if you look back and you didn't do it, then holy hell, you got to try and do it or figure it out or do it in as responsible a way as possible.
And I wrote a few notes. Comfort can slowly create boredom, feeling stagnant, lack of fulfillment, and quiet frustration. So if you're someone that's saying something feels missing, I should be doing more, there has to be something else, which that is what I felt my whole entire life, then you are just living in comfort and you're not expanding. But if you're there and you're like, I'm happy, I feel good. Like that's how I feel right now. I feel happy. I feel good. I'm loving where I am and I'm happy. So I'm in a good place right now. In a year, will I be uncomfortable? Feel like I'm in comfort again? Maybe, but I'm good right now. What else I want to say? Yeah, like if you say, something feels like it's missing, I should be doing more, there has to be something else. Like all those things are signs of you're just living in comfort and you're not, truly happy.
So, and I don't know if I don't think I've said it here, but I've said this, before. I saw this. I'm a big, doom scroller at night on Instagram Reels, right? And I came across this thing. It was like a meme or whatever, but it was a clip basically saying, humans as a whole, like it's kind of funny that we're scared to do things because the reality is we all know we're gonna die one day, and none of us know when that's gonna happen. I mean, God forbid I could drop tomorrow, right? But the point is, we're not afraid of that. Which when you think about it, that's really freaking scary. But we'll be afraid of making a choice or making a decision. And I think when you put it that way, you're like, oh yeah, what the hell am I so afraid of? Like, why am I afraid that, in 3 months, I got that American Express bill. Of course, you have to deal with it. But to be paralyzed today when like you have no idea what the future holds and you're comfortable with that and your own mortality, I think we tend to focus on things. I do it all the time. So I'm not saying that I'm not guilty. I do it every day. Focus on things too much. One, either aren't in my control, or B, that really isn't as scary or shouldn't be taking up as much mental capacity as I'm giving to it. So going back to, I wanted to answer the question. So I think I'm happy. However, I am not as satisfied as I should be. And I think because I'm so comfortable with change and I want to push the envelope and I want to try all these things, is that I need to I need to be more appreciative or more satisfied with where I am right now, as opposed to constantly moving to the next, whether it's task or problem or goal, and sort of enjoy the ride. Like I was out on a run today.
I tell you that all the
Yeah,
time.
no, I was out on a run today, and it's like, I'm like, oh, I can't wait until I could do this like 20 minutes faster. And then you're like, what the hell am I really talking about? Like then it'll just be something else. Like you're always chasing something, right? So it's kind of like, and whatever the achievement is, right? It's like, they would say like, you better enjoy the process, because you're going to spend a hell of a lot more time in the process than on the stage. So you better enjoy acting, not just getting the accolades and high-fiving everybody after the show's over. And I think that's really critical. And taking it on myself, that's something I need to focus on, because as comfortable as I am in never figuring it out, quote unquote, like I have no idea what the rest of my life holds. I don't identify that way. Who knows what 3, 5, 10, 20 years. I've kind of been comfortable now with the idea that I'll never figure it out.
Them, Michelle. I just blocked them.
Okay. That I'll never figure it out. But I really have to truly appreciate, the day in and day out grind and kind of the process. Or else I'm going to turn around, I'll be 80 years old and be like, holy shit, I never really liked anything. But I am happy. I mean, I have a fantastic wife, fantastic family.
I blocked him. Why are you still here? I blocked him, but he's still. Oh.
Yeah. Anyway, so I don't know if that answered the question.
Let's see. Hold on, I'm trying to block this moron.
Well, you might not be able to do it if you're not. You're only blocking from you. You're not in the Blue Waters account. You're in Shannon's account.
So you guys, are you in the account?
Yeah. Yeah.
Okay, hold on.
Oh
my God, it's some kid from their basement.
A knobhead? I don't know what that is, dude.
I don't know what he's saying. Yeah. He wants you to get a job.
Dude, I am never getting a job. Are you out of your mind? You're clearly on the wrong page. Dude, I am never growing up or taking anything seriously, so you're in the wrong place. You said bollocks. I think that's English speak for balls, so that's completely fine.
It is balls?
Complete
balls?
Balls are... It's either butt cheeks or balls.
Bollocks?
Bollocks? I think... do we have any English? Good day, mate.
Oh,
throw another shrimp on the barbie.
English for balls? The
think
Knobhead family. That's a good name for us.
Knobhead? What does that even mean?
I don't know. I like it. The Knobhead family.
I think that means like.
Hold on, we're
D-head,
blocking
So be
him.
careful. I deleted the message. Yeah. Anyway.
Oh, message deleted. Yeah, but you have to block him.
I understand. I'm trying to figure this out. I haven't had any trolls yet. I feel
3 dots next to the.
You're at 3 dots.
Okay.
Anyway,
No
just keep
money.
going.
Not well. He's going on. We can't. This is like ridiculous. This is a child in his basement. So can we?
All right. Well,
I did that already.
Okay, hold on.
That
I mean, I'll
doesn't-
go over to. You're gonna make me get up.
Yeah.
Bollocks boy.
Mm-hmm. Yes, bollocks boy.
Oh, jeez.
Hold on. Let me see. I'll read a few comments. Let's see.
I gotta open up the windows. It's freaking 100 degrees.
Yeah, I did too, but it doesn't matter if you block him. He's still, dumb and dumber. This is great. This is a good child in the basement. If I was this person's parent, oh my God. Remove.
No.
Hide. No.
Okay, got it. Bango.
You think so? Is that working?
Yeah.
Let's see. Excuse me, knobhead. Can you comment again? So we could see if it worked.
Yeah. Hey, you do it from here.
Hey, knobhead. Let's see.
All right, yeah.
Think so?
We'll just come up with somebody else, and I'll come back over here. But I gotta open up the window, so that's good.
Okay. Okay. We didn't go live vertical. Oh, why'd you go live vertical?
I'm not undoing the camera.
Oh, he said he's not undoing the camera. We had to go live vertical. Okay. Okay. Really, really quick. Okay. So a few things. So, also, comfort in relationships. I would like to hit on that really quick. Comfort in relationships. People avoid hard conversations, being vulnerable, setting boundaries, expressing their real feelings, avoiding conflict, saying nothing, and settling. Any one of you like that?
Don't settle ever for anything.
That was my entire first marriage. Although, to be real and honest, that happens to us, although not recently because we've really been working, but in years past, that's happened to us for a few months where we were comfortable in where we were, and we would avoid hard conversations. We would just be like, we're good. Wouldn't express our real feelings. I avoid conflict, say nothing. That's me. So, and then guy would just be like, well, let's just stay here. And then you go a few months and you pull apart from each other.
Right. So when can we go on a date again? Can you tell the group? I'm just curious. I mean,
We haven't done that in a while.
yeah, just wonder when that would be. I just want to go on record.
Friday night.
Okay.
I ask you out.
No, you didn't ask out shit. That was me. Bollocks.
So, growth in relationships, honesty, communication, personal growth, pursuing passions, stuff like that, that helps you grow a relationship. I mean, I'm sure a lot of you that have been married or in a relationship for 10, 20, 30 years, do you just feel comfortable, or do you feel like your relationship is growing? I think most of us here will be like, it just feels comfortable.
And also, but to be completely fair,
Lips pulling out the middle name.
if you feel comfortable, that doesn't necessarily mean like, oh, you got to just end it. No.
No.
Right? It's like, oh,
No, I'm not saying end
right.
it. I'm
Let's
saying
have
you
that
got a
different
spark.
conversation.
No,
Right.
I mean, when I'm saying you're comfortable, you can love the person with all your heart and still be comfortable in a marriage and it's not going anywhere. And then I hate to tell you, somebody's not feeling fulfilled.
And it's a two-way street, don't forget.
Yeah. Yeah. So, yes. Yeah, exactly. Right. So roommates, right. Exactly. You can feel like roommates when you might love the person so much and you're going to be married forever, but the marriage isn't going anywhere. For me, and I remember, Guy was really good with this. Guy would always say, I mean, what's the words you would use? Like, and I'd be like, we're fine. I love you. Because he would be like, he's like, we're not doing anything. We're not, I'm like, what's fine. I love you. Because in my first marriage, there was no love. So I feel I was comfortable in loving because that's what felt comfortable to me. I don't need anything else. I'm good. We love each other. And Guy's like, no, that's not everything. That's not what we need. We need to grow as a couple. We need to, but that was scary to me.
Yeah, I still want to be the best. Like I regardless of how good it is and whatever. And I think that was like, oh, but we love each other. Like, yeah, okay.
I said that. I'm like, but we love each other.
Yeah, and that is very true. So all the more reason why we owe it to each other to really push the boundaries of what we can get out of this thing.
And
let's
that's
open
exactly
it up on the highway a little bit. Come on. No, I'm serious. If you have, especially if you have the benefit of, of a fantastic marriage and a strong foundation, then I feel like you owe it to yourselves. You owe it to your kids. You owe it to everybody. You owe it to the forces in the universe there to push the envelope and get as much as possible out of that relationship. Just my feeling.
So I think for me, like having deep conversations, being open, that was difficult for me. So my comfort level was staying closed. But if I stayed closed like that, avoiding conversations, not expressing my real feelings, our marriage can't grow. No matter how much he wanted to. Guy was always willing to express his feelings. I was not. I was comfortable in not expressing my feelings. Expressing my feelings scared me. But it made our marriage just comfortable. And it's been the last since I've gone to therapy and learning to grow in myself and grow with myself and realize all these issues I have. I'm willing to now work on this, open myself up. Even though we have so much love and passion between us, our marriage now is growing and expanding and we're becoming closer, if that makes sense.
And we'll never be done learning, right? I mean, you never get to the end of anything. So like, we'll never get to the point of, okay, we're just done working on marriage today. Like, that's not really a thing. And then I think, and you can even take this not one step further, but even in another aspect. So, okay, let's say you have no interest in being married, or you have the best marriage on the planet, physical fitness, right?
Yeah.
It's like, how comfortable, how scary is it if your health and wellness, I'm not even saying, you have to go to the gym every day, whatever, but how many people like, you know what, I really should go do something, but you're scared. You're like, oh, what if it sucks? What if I quit? What if I'm not good at it? What if I'm, XYZ? There's a million different reasons why you're scared. And I think the same, same thing, you owe it to yourself to be. I mean, like, listen, I love a good bag of Doritos or Ruffles. Don't get me wrong. I'm certainly not oh God, pizza. I've been on a pizza kick lately, at least once a week. But, you know, but the same thing is like you can't. You got to just put it out there. You know, we only get one pass, right?
Well, for me, like I was scared of express my feelings, scared. I was comfortable, but if we would have, because what happens is if you stay in that spot, like what is worse, expressing your feelings or living in just a comfortable marriage your entire life? That's what you have to realize. That's what you have to ask yourself. Which one is worse for you? If you're happy, just stagnant in a marriage that you love each other, but it's just stagnant, that's fine if you're happy. I don't know anyone that's happy in that. I feel like everyone wants a passion and communication. But if it's scary for you to rip that Band-Aid off, which one is worse? What's going to happen if you rip that Band-Aid off? For me, I think it's only going to get better. Your marriage will only get better. That's the only... I mean, if you rip the Band-Aid off, say, hey, you know, can we talk? Can we have a talk? Can we go to couples therapy? Go on a date? Can we go out to dinner? Can we plan a day trip? Go on a picnic? Like anything. Like we're all so afraid of taking that step. But why? Me included. Why are we afraid of taking that step? Because the alternative is just a stagnant, complacent marriage. Which is worse?
Absolutely.
Yes.
Yeah, I mean, when you really break it down, and this goes for almost anything in life, if you're trying to improve yourself or improve your marriage or improve whatever it is, or just, push the limits of what you think you can do, when you really put it down to paper, I mean, it's kind of silly because you really, I completely understand and your feelings are valid as it's scary, sure, but you really can't make any sense of it if you try to explain it to somebody as to why you're afraid, like if it should cause inaction. Right? Or that it should be this massive roadblock that you just can't get past. I mean, we all know that's, it's not true. Doesn't mean it's not scary. Of course it is.
Yeah. I saw some questions and I missed them and I'm sorry if you can ask them again. But I'm not showing love by going out. I'm not saying that, Amber. I'm saying doing, I wasn't showing love by going out. I hate going out. I'm saying just to make time for you and your significant other, whatever that is. If it's going out to dinner, half the time we stay home and, sit by the fire. Like that's how I enjoy. I'm just saying setting a time aside for your significant other to pull yourself out of that comfort zone that, you wake up in the morning, you bring the kids to school, or if the kids are out of the house, whatever. You have breakfast, you go to work, you come home, you have dinner, you watch a TV show, you go to bed. You wake up, if there's no excitement in your marriage, I don't care how many years you're married, you need to just rekindle that, walk out of your comfort zone, because that feels comfortable. That feels comfortable. You know what to expect every day. Every day you're going to wake up, you're going to have breakfast, you're going to go to work, you're going to see each other when you come home, you're going to have dinner, you're going to watch TV, and you're going to go to bed. Like, that's comfortable. But I'm just saying doing something to take yourself out of that.
Yeah, and it doesn't, listen, it's not all or nothing, right? It's baby steps. It's not like, my spouse or my boyfriend, girlfriend, we've kind of fell back into this roommate phase for the last 20 years. And then tomorrow you're going to be swinging from the chandeliers. Like that's not what we're saying. It's baby steps because on the other side of it, the reality is, your spouse they're going to be uncomfortable too. And if all of a sudden you're like, hey, like, let's say you haven't been on a date in 10 years. You're like, let's go out partying. Like, what are you talking about? Crazy person, right? It's like, hey, let's go for a walk, whatever, let's pick a show to watch together tonight. Whatever it is, it's baby steps because at the same point, you have to stop the backslide first. And I think, and I saw a comment saying something, the alternative could realizing that your marriage is over when your spouse isn't receptive to the idea. And yes, absolutely. That could be 100%
That can
scary.
100%, yeah.
But the reality is nothing's actually different. It would just be that
You're not together.
You know that now, right? It's like the marriage hasn't changed. It's that you just came around to the reality of that situation. But I would think is that if you got married for a reason or you started dating for a reason, then it's sure as hell worth giving it a shot. And I'm saying, if you've been together for 20 years, you don't give up in 3 days because of whatever. The juice has got to be worth the squeeze. If you thought they were amazing 10 years ago, well, then you know what? Then there's really something there. And I think you have to give it a fair shot.
So Anne, we're getting really deep. Anne made a comment, and I have a question for you, Anne. She said, my husband and I have not had sex in 10 years. We laugh because we want to have sex, but then we feel awkward about it, and we just make a joke of it. So, Anne, are you happy with that? And that's fine if that's your answer too. Like if your husband and you both are happy not having sex and you're completely, I don't mean comfortable, I mean happy, then I don't see anything wrong with it. I wouldn't be happy not having sex. But if it's just because it became comfortable not having sex, you guys should rip the Band-Aid off. Just, you know what? Have a few drinks and get in bed.
Yeah, I mean,
rent a hotel room for the night.
No, give it a rip. Yeah, I mean,
go for it.
I'm now engaged. I need to know this answer. Not really, but we really don't care.
You don't care because you're comfortable? Because you're comfortable not having sex. Do you want to have sex again? If you want to have sex again, do you both? I mean, seriously, I'm not trying to like use alcohol, but that helps. It just helps loosen up the situation. Like, go rent a hotel room. Let me tell you something. One of the sexiest things is renting a hotel room for one night. It feels naughty. I mean, we did it.
Absolutely. Think there's any vacancies Friday? That sounds terrible. Hopefully my parents aren't watching. My dad's not watching, definitely. But no, and here's the other thing. And listen, I am not qualified, or I have no business calling anyone out.
No.
But you know what I mean? But I the only thing I would say is really, I question if you're saying we really don't care. I mean, I just really think about how true that is. Like, you really don't care, and your husband really doesn't care.
Yeah.
If you had a choice,
would you want to have sex or not?
If I could snap my fingers,
Yeah.
and all of a sudden it could happen, and you get over that hump, no pun intended, of the awkwardness, and you can get back into it. If I could snap my fingers and you'd say, "Oh my God, that'd be amazing," well then, you know what? Get on with it and give it a try.
Yeah.
You have absolutely nothing to lose, and you know what? Yeah, maybe it's going to be awkward and weird, and maybe it's going to take 5 tries.
And the first times might.
right?
But then, what if you start have an amazing sex life?
Yeah, that would be wild. You can come back and tell us on the next episode.
Then you come back and tell us.
I think you really have nothing to lose.
I mean, it sounds like you love each other, so you have nothing to lose.
Right.
And you've had sex before, so you know. So, okay, we're going to end on a sex note.
Okay.
Any questions before we leave? Any questions?
That would
Be amazing.
Oh.
Then
right.
do
So
it.
then what are we talking about? All right, so part
Ann,
2.
do you have a hotel near you?
Anne's going to follow up.
And go rent a hotel room. Don't tell him. Have a nice, if you guys drink, have a couple drinks. It relaxes you a little. Go to the hotel room. Just bring him there. Trust me, he'll get turned on. You're going to go for it? Oh my God. And you better come back here next week and tell us.
You have nothing to lose.
You have nothing to lose.
No matter how it goes. I mean, I'm saying, again, let's not go from like, oh, that's like 25 years that we're swinging around the chandeliers. We're nuts. That's what I'm not saying that. I'm saying you have nothing to lose. No matter how it goes, it is not worse than not trying.
Right.
Right. It's just.
If we did this whole podcast just for Ann to have sex again, I would be happy. I'm just saying.
That would be kind of wild. I noticed our viewers have went back up since we started talking
Okay,
about
then if you do, I'm going to, listen to me. Go rent a hotel room near your place. Don't tell him. Tell him you have a surprise for him.
Don't drink, then drive. Get an Uber.
No, I didn't say drink yet.
No,
You drink at the hotel room. Rent the hotel room.
I mean, I think I would have one first, get an Uber.
No.
That's going to be awkward. Not awkward, uncomfortable. Like if they're so nervous, my armpits are sweating thinking about it.
Have a drink, get an Uber to the hotel room. Don't tell him. Just say, I have a little surprise for you. Go in the hotel room, light some candles, have a bottle of champagne or whatever there, and just have it. Go get some lingerie and have a ball.
There you go. I like that.
I'm telling you, he will appreciate it. If he's a man, he'll appreciate it.
Absolutely. And no matter what happens. I mean, think about this. I don't mean to keep harping on this. I know we're going. But like, if you've been holding on to that for
Maybe
10
somebody else needs to.
years.
Maybe somebody else needs to hear this too.
I would hope so. Again, shout out to Ann. She threw it out there.
Ann, nice work. Yeah.
I'm sure there are 50 people on.
She
who've been
just
in the
came
same
out of her
situation.
comfort zone by saying that.
That's what I'm saying. Like, you were able to tell us, complete strangers, and now we're talking about it on YouTube.
Yeah.
That is way more uncomfortable.
I know who you are, Ann. Yeah, I know who you are.
Um,
I know you are.
you know,
Do it. She said she's going to do it.
Okay.
All right,
I think
Ann.
that's amazing. It is way
excited.
tougher. You know, you're giving up way more by holding on to that for 10, 15, 20 years than just giving it a rip.
I love this.
You
I
know.
love it. I love this.
And then after you do that and it's amazing and now you guys are cooking, well, then do something difficult 2 weeks after that too. Like whatever
It's true,
else.
Zink.
Just
It does make you closer. It does. Yes. Absolutely does.
really good call, Heather. You know, thank you for being brave. 100%.
Love that. All right.
yeah,
That was a good note
and
to end on.
I think so too. I think it's going to be really positive.
And you got to come back. We're all invested. You don't consider me. She just told us more about you. Aw. She doesn't consider me a stranger. That's why she feels like
Absolutely.
we're family.
Well, I mean, you said it in front of a bunch of other strangers.
But we're all family here.
100%.
Oh, look at Michelle said that she needed to hear that as well. Thank you, Ann. Aw.
Awesome.
See? Ann, you're changing people's lives. Everybody's going to go have sex tonight.
Everybody? I do like a good cocktail.
Me too.
Goodbye, guys. Goodbye. Goodbye. See you later.
All right, we'll see you guys on the next. Oh my God, this music is
Sorry.
horrendous.
I know. I need to. I'm sure there's like a million downloads. These are just one that comes.
Oh
with it.
my God. All right, we'll see you guys next week.
All right, guys. Thank you.
You have to get up to go shut it off?
Oh yeah.
Okay, so I'll just say goodbye. Goodbye. Oh, it's hump day. Cindy. It is hump day. All right, he's going to turn it off. Watch Ginger Rogers tonight. She's got a good live on TikTok. The TikTok. Goodbye.